Metal Jesus, and I'm back again with my good buddy Jason Heine.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
I know, and he is here for PAX, and we are going to do a very cool video. We are going to cover crazy and weird racing games.
Out of control crazy racing games.
Yes, this idea came to me in a dream the other night. I was thinking, what video would you be perfect for? And wacky and nutty racing games is perfect.
Sure enough, it's right on the money.
You know, and we've picked some really crazy games here, so I think it's going to be a pretty cool video.
It's going to be great times.
All right, let's take a look. Here's a pretty unusual game on the Game Boy Advance, and it's called Car Battler Joe. All right, so Car Battler Joe is a total hidden gem. I had actually not heard about this until I started making some hidden gems videos, and it just kept coming up time and time again. And what's really interesting and unique about this game is that it's a full-blown 16-bit RPG, and it also has car battling elements. It's pretty wild. You play the game as Joe, who's a 16-year-old boy who cruises around gathering money for parts for his car by completing missions. And it's total typical old school RPG stuff where you go and you talk to somebody. Usually they're pretty charismatic or weird or crazy. And they give you a mission, you go on it, and then you basically battle in sort of old school Mode 7 style. And it's pretty fun.
Coming up next is the arcade laserdisc game Road Blaster that we're going to be playing on the iPad. So here's Road Blaster, developed by Data East and released in 1985. This is an interactive movie arcade game, or as we all know them, FMV, full motion video. This game is great. It's totally over the top. It's just like an 80s cartoon. Anything that you loved in the 80s when you were watching cartoons, this has it in it. Basically, you have right there in the middle of your screen, you have 3 circles, either pointing left, right, boost, or brake. And it's kind of crazy here. As you can see, if you turn the right way at the right time, it will continue on to the next scene. But if you make a mistake or are a split second too late, you will crash. If you like games like Space Ace and Dragon's Lair, check this game out. This is right up your alley. Also, who doesn't love a brilliant 80s epic soundtrack?
Coming up next is one of the weirdest games I've ever seen, and that is called Enviro-bear. And I believe it's on the PC, but we're gonna be playing it on the iPad. All right, right off the bat here, this game is crap. I mean, it's just, no, you know what? It's not just crap. It's so bad it's good. I don't know what to call this game other than it just looks like it was designed with MS Paint and somebody who has way too much time on their hands. First off, why the hell is this bear driving? I mean, he's in the forest. He's trying to get food. He's trying to get food for winter, I guess. And he's got 5 minutes to do it. I don't know why. I don't know why Winter is showing up in 5 minutes and he decides to hop in the car. And also, who are these other bears that are driving around here? This is just the weirdest game. And actually, when we were recording this footage, Jason's actually the one playing this. And I gotta tell you, it was one of the funniest things ever. Especially when like the badger or something shows up and it's like hitting the gas and the brake. Oh my God, we were having so much fun playing this game. Do I recommend it? Probably not unless you're completely wasted out of your mind or something, but it is definitely crazy and weird.
Next up is the futuristic Jet Moto series on the PlayStation 1. And here we are looking at Jet Moto 2, but the Jet Moto series is exclusive to the Sony PlayStation. You race around on hover bikes, has very unique courses and tracks with both water and land. What makes the game really unique is that you get a magnetic grapple that allows you to corner really tightly around corners. Great physics, real advertising by brands like Mountain Dew, and this game was created by the same team that made the Twisted Metal series. The Jet Moto series really pushed the PlayStation hardware to its limits. If there's one game that needs an HD remake or just a recreation, it's this one. Let's go in. Come on, Sony. Let's bring this back. This is a wonderful game with a ton of potential. Land, sea, hover bikes. It's a recipe for wonderfulism. Is that even a word?
I think so.
All right, we'll go with that. Up next, Rumble Racing for the PlayStation 2.
Here's another game that I think is a total hidden gem. This is on the PlayStation 2. It's called Rumble Racing and it was released by Electronic Arts in 2001. This is an arcade racing game, but what I like about it is that it has a really cool stunt and trick system in it. Basically, if you get enough air, you have a couple seconds to do a twisting and turning stunt, and if you land it just right, you'll get a nice little boost. However, the reason why I think this is kind of crazy and weird is because it has this concept of power-ups, which reminds me a lot of Mario Kart. Basically, you pick up these things and you have things like, bombs. You can turn on burning tires that give you a lot more grip. You also have these ice shots, boosts, a lot of stuff like that. But also too, if you happen to be in last place, you have a greater chance of summoning a tornado, which will pick up your opponents and fling them around in the air. So if you're a fan of Mario Kart, San Francisco Rush, or Hot Wheels Turbo Racing, which this game is very similar to, you should definitely check it out. It runs really smooth and it has great multiplayer. Next up is a game for the PlayStation 2, Starsky and Hutch.
This game takes place in 1976, so it's time for us to get in character. Yeah, power up, power up. Drift. Oh yeah, perfect drift.
Okay. Who are you? Are you Starsky or are you Hutch?
They're the same person, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So right off the bat, you're probably wondering why the hell we're playing a Starsky and Hutch game, but you know what? It's actually pretty unique.
Yeah, it's really unique. In fact, this is the only game that I know of that uses the light gun and steering wheel combination. Really good multiplayer.
I know, and so who knew? I mean, when you got here, I was like, dude, we've got to try this game.
And I was like, no, I'm not playing no Starsky and Hutch. And then he told me why. It's amazing. It's so much fun.
Well, and it was that, and also, I talked you into putting on a wig and rocking out a little.
And anytime that's there, I'm totally in for that. Hang tight.
I just shot.
Did you kill civilians?
Yeah. I know, they looked at me funny.
They did like, holy shit.
I think I saw weed in the car.
Yeah, we got this. Here we go. You did, however, give me the GameStop steering wheel, which I wasn't happy with.
Yeah, that's a total crap steering wheel. But, imagine our surprise. We had a ton of fun playing this game.
A blast, and we only played a few missions. I can't imagine how better this will be if you play more and more and continue on.
Yeah, it's definitely a really cool game. It's kind of weird, and honestly, I wish more driving games supported this.
Yeah, I do too. I think this is really an untapped market because you have the light guns, you have the steering wheels, even playing with a controller would work, but really, when you put those two combos together, it's a fantastic game.
Yeah, I felt like a total badass. Of course, I was wearing, my sunglasses and the fake tattoos.
You did look the part.
Yeah.
Oh, head on. Boom! Oh! Took him out head on.
All right, well, that's our list of crazy and weird racing games, and we do have to mention another one. Now, I'm afraid to play it.
I don't even want to really go there.
No, I mean, I've heard about it. It's called Desert Bus or something like that, where basically you drive like a straight line and you're constantly correcting your I don't know.
The bus moves a little bit and you always have to correct it.
Yeah, because it pulls to one side, right?
Yeah, problem is that if you go off the road and crash, you get towed in reverse the entire way.
That sounds horrible.
It could be hours going in reverse. You can't do anything about it.
That sounds horrible. I'd have to be completely drunk to even attempt that game.
Absolutely.
But, we want to mention a couple other controllers that we sort of know about that are kind of weird and wacky.
Right. Namco came out with some racing controllers, one called the Nikon, and then there's also this one.
Yeah, I know. I found this in like a tub of controllers over there, and it looks like it has force feedback or something like that.
There's
right?
a wheel right in the middle of it, and actually it does have some can you hear that? It has some resistance. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's our list of crazy and weird games, and we'd love to know if you found some or you know some that you think are pretty awesome.
Yeah, what do we miss? Because there's a lot out there, but what are some of your favorites? Let us know.
Yeah, definitely. As always, I want to thank you for watching my channel. Thanks, Jason, for coming on, buddy.
Absolutely, thanks.
All right, thanks for subscribing.
Bye, you guys.
Take care.